Hey guys, welcome to another episode of this Manchester United career mode. This is episode 29 and I'm happy you guys are back. So yeah, before we get into this video, just to let you guys know, this was pre-recorded before like the events happened with a certain player. I'm probably only going to mention his name once in this video, Mason Greenwood. So yeah, around that I'm going to have to figure out a way to mold my team without him after this episode. But yeah, like I said, this was recorded beforehand. We just got to get on with it. And I hope you enjoyed the video despite him being in the video. So we're going to start this episode off with a light game against Sheffield United in the Premier League. We are away from home. This is the game straight after the Barcelona defeat. So yeah, you can tell the atmosphere in the club isn't really good at the moment, and on top of that we have to use a lot of fringe players because our main players were burnt out after getting walloped by Barcelona at home in the last episode. But yeah, as you can see, it's a really rotated squad. I just want to get the 3 points. I don't want a draw, I don't want a loss. I'm really hell-bent on getting vengeance. So we're going to have Charlie still making his debut in this game. He is a young player that I signed from the academy in this season. And we also have Walsh, he's making his Premier League debut. He played in cup matches, but he hasn't played in the league yet. And we have a little friendly face in Vakoja. He's making an appearance for Sheffield United. As you already know, he's on loan to them. So in the first highlight, I have the ball with Oliver Johnson, who plays a nice pass into Podence in behind the defence. He keeps running and he smashes us into the lead in the 12th minute. So Osborne plays a nice ball to the right hand side into Burke. Burke catches the ball on the volley, is deflected by Shaw, and De Gea makes a really quick save. There's a long ball played up the field into Burke. He gives it to Brewster, who passes it straight back to Burke, and De Gea was off his line, and it made it easier for him to equalise for Sheffield United. Couple minutes later, well, not a couple, several moments later, we end up getting the lead again after they lose the ball in their own half. And Podence was the goal scorer for that. And this is the part where Charlie still comes onto the field. This was just a little highlight to note. Johnson plays a nice pass into Goncalo Ramos, and he smashes it in the 61st minute to make it 3-1. So we have another opportunity. The ball's played into Ramos, who lays it off into Oliver Johnson, and he smashes it into the back of the net to make it 4-1 as well. So we end up winning 4-1 with quite a fringe midfield. So we know we're capable of scoring goals. I just want to know where all of this was against Barcelona. I know Sheffield aren't Barcelona, but we had the right players on the field on the day to score a goal and show that we were in the match. So speaking of Barcelona now, we have the second leg. And I forgot to mention, there was a lot of noise going on while recording this video, hence why I'm only doing voiceovers. It's just going to be highlights for the rest of the video. Sorry to not let you guys know from the beginning of the video. So we're going to get right into it. We have a massive mountain to climb. It's not impossible, it's been done in real life against Barcelona, which is the irony. So we have the ball in the 8th minute. It's the first opportunity. I switch play with Sancho into Rashford. Rashford takes a shot of his left foot and smacks the post. Unfortunately, no one was there to get on the rebound. In the 12th minute, Sancho has the ball. Referee plays advantage. I give the ball to Unknown 11, and Unknown 11 smashes it in for 1-0. So now that we're technically back in the game now, Barcelona have to do everything that they can to prevent this massive comeback from happening. So Henrique gives the ball to Frankie de Jong in the box. He takes a shot and is really wide on the post. There's another opportunity. Ousmane Dembele wiggles his way into the box, plays it into Memphis, and De Gea denies him an opportunity to equalise. So we have a counter-attack in the 36th minute. The ball was played into Rashford by Unknown 11, and that smashed us into a double lead. So we're going into half-time now with a massive morale boost. We have the momentum in our court. It's just about getting the next 2 goals and seeing where the game goes from there. We start the second half with a really intense attack. Rashford has a shot saved by ter Stegen. In this next clip, I have an opportunity with Rashford again, and he knocks on the door, and the door is wide open. Rashford completes the comeback. We are now 3-3 with Barcelona, and Unknown 11 had the opportunity to make it 4-3 quite early on, and he's kind of flopped that on 2 occasions. As you can see here, he's missed in the 67th minute as well. So in this next clip, Rashford, he does sweat the ball across the box, and McTominay smashes it in to complete the route. It's now 4-0. It's unbelievable scenes in the stadium. We've done something that isn't impossible because it happened before. So in this next clip, Rashford does clip the post, and the game only ends 4-0 and 4-3 on aggregate. So I come away with a win. I just don't know why my players have taken this long to respond. They should have responded from the moment Barcelona took the lead in the first leg. But yeah, it's taken a 3-0 battering for us to show some ruthlessness in this episode. I'm quite happy with the response from our players, and they responded well enough to the point that we are still in the Champions League, which seemed really impossible at the end of episode 29. And as you can see, the other team that's confirmed in the semi-finals with me is Inter Milan. So yeah, they were our group mates. We did blow them out the park in the group, but they're doing really well in the knockout stages. I'm actually happy to see them doing quite well. We also have some news around Lindelof. Lindelof has come to my office speaking to me about playing him out of position. He doesn't mind playing in the Ribeiro situation, but I'm already done with Lindelof to be honest, and I'm done with Medri. I just received a 1.65 million offer from a team that I don't know how to pronounce the name. I've gone ahead and accepted it because, like I said, he's just not good enough for a United squad. We also have Arsenal next, and we're going to play the Aston Villa game as well. But before we do anything else, let's just take a look at the semi-final draw. So Atletico Madrid are hosting us in the semi-finals and the first leg, and Chelsea are also in the semi-finals as well with Inter Milan. So now it's time for the game against Arsenal. Apparently this can confirm us as champions if results go our way elsewhere. I'm just not going to rely on results elsewhere. I'm just going to try to field as strong a squad as possible. I know some of these players will be knackered from that massive comeback against Barcelona, but we really need the 3 points at the moment. So yeah, this is the lineup I'm going to go with. I'm going to start with David De Gea in goal. I'm going to have Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. With Tomori at centre back, I'm going to have Inacio. And then at left back, we're going to have Wellington Darno. We're also going to have Tchouaméni at CDM. Left centre mid is going to be Oliver Johnson. We also have Fernandes at right centre mid. On the wing, we're going to also have Jadon Sancho. Down the middle, we're going to have Unknown 11. And then on the left, we have Rashford. So yeah, we are fielding a really strong side. As I said, I really want the 3 points. And this is one of them redemption videos. So yeah, we're going to be ruthless. So speaking of ruthlessness, we start the highlights off with a goal in the 6th minute. I run forward, and it's just an easy tapping for Sancho, as Rashford passes it into Sancho, sorry. So in the next clip, De Gea was forced to pull off a save from a Lacazette shot. In the 16th minute, I come forward with Sancho, I curl it with his left foot, and we double the lead. And this is exactly why this guy is the best in the world at the moment. He can shoot with either foot now. We have an opportunity with Unknown 11. He just runs forward and just smashes it into the top left corner. So already thumping Arsenal. And yeah, the game just seems like it's going to be really easy from here on out. I'm not going to let up on them. I'm going to be completely ruthless and continue. As you can see in this clip, I'm dribbling with Jadon Sancho, destroying the Arsenal players. I eventually give it to Fernandes, who wiggles his way into the penalty area. I then give it to Sancho. I play it into Unknown 11. Unknown 11 gives it into Rashford, and Rashford hits the bar and it bounces out, but it still counts as a goal. As you can see here, it's completely crossed the line. So it's now 4-0 to United. But let's take a look at this individual brilliance from Sancho, just wiggling in and out of these players, just ripping them to pieces. And then eventually I do give it to Fernandes, who shows a bit of a dribbling ability himself, and gives it to Sancho, and then I give it to this guy. And yeah, Rashford, yeah, he finishes off. So that was a really nice attack. I had to highlight that, sorry. And it continues, the showboating continues. He even ripped Odegaard. It's just weird to see a player who normally rips people get ripped as well. But yeah. We have terrible news now. Rashford is now down injured. We can all assume how long he's going to be out for. But yeah, the highlights don't stop here. Smith Rowe takes a shot, and De Gea is there to deny him again. World-class goalkeeping by De Gea. But look at this beauty by Odegaard. A nice ball over the top by Lacazette, and he catches it on the volley. I must say that was a really good hit. So apparently we're confirmed as champions. I feel like this is a bug, because when I looked in the menu, yeah, it's still mathematically possible for City to catch me. But yeah, this is what I mean. He's out with an ACL injury. He's out for 7 months. Rashford is out. So in terms of this Mason Greenwood situation, in the next episode, I'm going to have to address it differently than I would have when I woke up to that news. Yeah, we all know about that. But yeah, Bernard, he's got an offer from Norwich. We're going to accept that. I'm surprised I bid him 5 million. And we're going to go into the market for a winger because, yeah, we can't have main players like Rashford getting injured frequently, and then we're going to have Martial out quite a lot as well. So when I speak about revamping the squad, I mean, not per se build a Galactico, but yeah, we just need players that look like they can be a threat coming off the bench. Like Diallo, he's grown quite a lot since I've started this career mode. He is still 20, he's still got a lot of growth to come, but I don't see him being a world beater within the next season or two. So I may have to loan him out again, or I just have to just stick to my philosophy, try and build him up, and yeah, not go in the market for a winger. But it's really difficult because of yeah, injuries can just randomly occur, and when they do occur, they occur for like 7 months, and that's just annoying. But as you can see, Anthony Elanga is also growing as well, and so is Facundo Pellistri. We also have Shola Shaturi, so we have an abundance of wingers that have a lot of potential, but potential doesn't necessarily challenge for titles and doubles and trebles. So yeah, it's just something that I need to consider going into next season. But yeah, we need to focus because we still have a task at hand. We still have the Champions League to win, and yeah, as you can see in the press conference, it wasn't confirmed that we're champions. So I think that's a little bug on EA's behalf. But I've actually done the math. So if I do win this next game against Aston Villa, mathematically it is impossible for Manchester City to catch me. So we're on to the next game, the last game of the episode. We're away from home. We're going to be starting David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka at right back. Varane's back in the side with Inacio next to him. Luke Shaw's back in the side as well. We start with Tchouaméni at CDM. Van der Beek's going to be playing LCM. RCM is going to be Fernandez. On the right, we're going to have Pedence. Up top, we're going to have Unknown 11. And on the left, we're going to have Jadon Sancho. So yeah, again, we want to clinch this title. This is the opportunity to get this one trophy out the way so we can put all our energy into grabbing the double. We've lost the FA Cup, so I want to retain at least 2 trophies from last season. So yeah, the game's about to start. Aston Villa aren't a team to just push aside. They have gone into the market and invested quite well. As you can see, they start this game off really positively. They have an opportunity to take the lead. However, Almada doesn't get past De Gea. De Gea pulls off a save. So in the 60th minute, I have the ball with Sancho. He plays a nice ball into Pedence, and Daniel Pedence just tucks that away for 1-0. Look at this brilliant tackle by Tchouaméni. Very perfectly timed. This is exactly why I signed him. He's just perfect. McTominay can't push him out the side. So here's Pedence. He gives the ball into Unknown 11, and I smash it in for 2-0 in the 34th minute. The 38th minute, I have the ball with Unknown 11 again. I smash it in. It's 3-0. So at the moment, we're running away with this, and it looks like we're definitely going to be confirmed champions. Ramsey has an opportunity before the second half to get them back in the game. He misses, and again in the second half he has a 1-on-1 with De Gea, and De Gea saves it again. So Oliver Johnson's going to come on for Bruno Fernandes. I'm just going to give him some time on the field. He's been playing really well this season, so it's going to be really hard to just go into the market and just sign the centre mid, because I feel like I'm basically cheating on him. He's done really well coming into the side this season. So in the 84th minute, Aston Villa had the opportunity, but De Gea denies them, and the game is over now. So we end up winning this game 3-0, and we are now champions. We are finally champions. It's mathematically impossible for City to catch us, so now we can actually celebrate. And we can celebrate more news as well. We've gotten rid of the Deadwood, Bernard and Medjbury. In the summer, we are going to have more of a clear out, because as you could see on our squad count, we do have like 50 players, and that's not really necessary at all. We do have a lot of young players coming in, which doesn't help as well. But yeah, a lot of these youngsters that were here before, their careers at United are basically under threat. So for the next episode, what you guys should expect is 2 games against Atletico Madrid. So the first game is going to be away. And the second game is going to be at home, but in between those two games, we're going to have Newcastle away from home, and then we're going to also have Southampton at home as well. So in terms of the rest of the Premier League games, I'm not too sure if I just play them off camera and then just play the Champions League final as a separate episode, because we've clinched the league. There's not really much to report on. Maybe just play a few fringe players and give my evaluation. But that's just something to think about for the next couple of episodes. So we're going to take a look at other competitions such as Europa League. The semi-finals consist of Spurs, who are going to be hosting Napoli in the first leg, and Latium, aka Lazio, they're going to be hosting OG Nice in the other tie as well. So the Europa League is looking quite interesting. In the ECL, in the Conference League, Leverkusen are going to be hosting Genk in the first leg, and FC Victoria is going to be playing against AS Monaco. So yeah, quite good matchups in the other matches in Europe. So let's take a look at the league table. As I said before, it's mathematically impossible for them to catch us. So we're already crowned champions. So in terms of top four, it seems like City probably have nailed their position at second place. I don't see Tottenham catching them. If they do, City have to go on a really poor run. But in terms of top four, Chelsea, Spurs are not safe because Liverpool are breathing down their necks. If Arsenal go on a really good run, they could be breathing down the necks of Chelsea and Liverpool as well. So yeah, that little race, that little battle there is going to be really interesting to see how it pans out at the end of the season. But we're going to take a look at the bottom three, and again we're revisiting Newcastle. Yeah, I don't know what's happened in the space of 2 episodes, but Newcastle have not done enough to put themselves in a really good position to get out of the relegation battle. It was quite sad. I was actually looking forward to seeing them partying and staying up and going on to do better things for next season, but it just looks like they're gonna go into the championship. It's really hard for them to basically catch up with 10 points, and they have a game in hand on Leeds United as well. No, Leeds United have a game in hand. Yeah, that's the right order. But yeah, if you made it this far in this episode and you've enjoyed the content, please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, drop some comments below as well, and hit the notification bell so you know when episode 30 is gonna drop. Hope to see you then. Goodbye.